the price of Picoin has broken below the 0.6 support level of the Pi network. The entire Pioneer community is gradually losing composure as well as confidence in the project. Everyone is trying to predict where the actual bottom of Picoin will be. Of course, those trading futures love to catch the bottom. Currently, the ratio of long positions is 4 times higher than short positions. If I were the market maker, I would continue to push the price of Picoin down to maximize profits from these traders. Pi from us will continue to accumulate Picoin by purchasing it monthly. As the price drops, we can acquire more Picoins to use in the future. Market makers are continuing their work because at this point, Picoin is entirely manipulated in terms of price. Its price fluctuations are now controlled by whales and exchanges. This is the inherent risk of the cryptocurrency market. I wonder if those pioneers who were once demanding an open mainnet now regret their stance. Only when Pi Network's ecosystem is fully operational and sees daily transactions will Picoin be free from market makers' manipulation. This means that both we and the Pi Core team must work together to build and operate this ecosystem. The Pi Core team alone is not enough to make Pi Network successful. To be fair, this is a phase where the project filters out those who lack faith while creating an opportunity for new participants to join Pi Network smoothly. If Picoin's price were too high, it would hinder user growth, and most people would cash out their Pi instead of using it within the ecosystem. Just today, a regular Pioneer viewer, @ChangFenBadger7504, donated 5 Picoins to us. Thank you very much. This demonstrates that Picoin is easier to use if its price isn't excessively high, right? We also want to expand the use of Picoin for donations across all social media platforms. If enough people start using it, platforms like YouTube, X, and even Facebook will have to consider integrating Pi Network into their systems. Great news! The Pi Core team has officially integrated Banxa into the Pi browser wallet. Users can now easily purchase Picoin directly and store it in their wallet without needing an exchange. This makes it much more convenient to use the Web3 Pi ecosystem in the future. As we've always said, exchanges are just a small piece of the Pi network. However, only those who have passed KYC and have a Pi mainnet wallet can make these transactions. If you choose Google Pay as your payment method, you won't have to pay any transaction fees, whereas Visa payments incur a $1.99 fee. The price of Picoin follows the exchange rate, currently at 60 cents per Picoin. To minimize the risks associated with P2P USDT transactions on exchanges, Pi from us recommends using Banxa to buy Picoin via Google Pay or Visa for a much safer experience. This is also how Pi Network ensures the legal compliance of its project. The bigger picture of Pi Network is becoming clearer day by day. A positive sign is that many pioneers have started withdrawing their Picoins from exchanges back to their Pi browser wallets. The total amount of Picoins held on all centralized exchanges has decreased from 375 million to 348 million. This is the right move. Use your power wisely. Only when the price of Picoin rises to the desired level should you gradually transfer your coins to exchanges for selling. Do not store Picoin in exchange wallets. This is currently the most effective way to protect the price of Picoin. I hope this message spreads to all Pi Network users. Pioneers must understand that exchanges are just a small piece of the Pi Network ecosystem. Withdraw your Picoins to your Pi browser wallet, and the price of Pi will no longer drop significantly. And let's take a look at XLM, the coin of the Stellar project, the very model that Pi Network has studied and applied to create Picoin. Currently, XLM is priced at 25 cents, with its lowest price ever being 0.01. If users continue to transfer their Picoins to exchanges for cheap selling, and if Pi Network fails to create real-world demand for Picoin to achieve liquidity, then its future price will be no different from XLM. Coins that are merely traded back and forth on exchanges without real utility cannot generate actual value. Of course, in the near future, we are all looking forward to the Pi Core team launching its system of 100 dApps and rolling out the Pi ad network. These mechanisms will consume a significant amount of Picoin and generate profits for us. Pi from us advises you to accumulate Picoin so that you can either sell or use it when that moment arrives. Don't expect to make quick money by trading Picoin daily. Many people hope they can trade Picoin daily to earn steady profits. But if you want to trade crypto, you have plenty of options like Bitcoin, ETH, BNB, or Sol. You don't necessarily have to trade Picoin to make money. Then, when Picoin's price doesn't meet expectations, you turn around and accuse the project of being a scam. We are now being taught another lesson about decentralization and consensus. If you don't agree with the current price, then don't sell the Picoin you've mined. Instead, you can accumulate Picoin and activate the 200% lockup mode to boost your mining rate. If you truly support the idea of valuing Picoin at $314,000, then go ahead and buy it. If you want Picoin to have the value you believe it should, now is the time to act. But remember, consensus requires actual financial commitment. It can't just be empty words. After this phase of filtering out users, only those who truly believe in Pi Network and refuse to sell their Picoin cheaply will remain. Only then can the price of Picoin grow sustainably. Good luck. Your Pi, your choice.